I was just sitting here listening, being nosy in the Astro anyway. And it's like, there's a lot of people regret all the blocks. Somebody regret a lawsuit, camera lawsuit or something. I don't know what that is though. I don't know what that is. But uh, it's a lot of regrets. It's like I said, somebody came and blocked me out my own purpose. That test was a major deal, bro, and somebody took it for a game. I don't even think it was a game. I think they normally do this, utilize all live in somebody's shadow. But in this case, man, it's hot out here, y'all. It's extremely hot. The weather been crazy. It's like somebody did something. I mean, back in the days, well, at least a year ago, people were like uh, paying attention. A group of people were paying attention to the weather, and it's like they got rid of those people or something. 'Cause I don't hear those people in the Astro no more. It's like they moved them away, but you better go get them, cause they were the ones on point. So it's like when somebody was stealing the energy, and when somebody was stealing the energy and manipulating the energy, they would come in and they would say, no, the weather is this way and that way. Whoever that was, I could be wrong about this, but whoever that was, you better go back and hire them. They right. Cause this heat, you know if it's too much for black folk, this heat is extreme now. And it could be cool, but the heat, I ain't never seen nothing like that. It could be cool, but the heat is just, it's burning. You know, it's like, I think I call it radiation heat, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's like these people, they get angry. I mean, not angry. I hear people like going through like brain fog. Same thing they throw it on me, they throw it on themselves. I told y'all we was cut from the same cloth. Don't do magic on me. So the worst magic trick that somebody could have did when they blocked all my somebody did a magic spell to block all my guidance, all of them. Thankfully, God been with me though, and it ain't been so bad. But somebody did a magic spell to block all my guidance, and they did a magic spell on my energy. They just did that though. They did that like 3 days ago. I remember that one. But like I said, and now they starting to realize we've been attacking the wrong. You knew you was attacking the wrong one. Y'all was on them drugs, overly sexually active, just doing the most. Y'all was doing the most, and now y'all starting to realize. I can hear one of the main ones in the Astro saying, I can hear one of the main ones saying, I wish I never did that. And you know you too late to wish you never did something. You just was on going. You even told me to my face. You said, I'm telling you, baby, when I latch on to you and I want you to come down, I bring them down. You must have been one of their best ones that go and bring people down. You wish you never did this. I told y'all we were cut from the same cloth. Don't do it. But the worst spell they did was the guidance spell. Now, what do that mean? I'm losing my mind, none of that. It ain't got nothing to do with that. The guidance spell was, let's say I was supposed to do the test. They gave me a time zone to do the test. They told me when to do the test, and the test was a necessity. Literally. Why was the test a necessity at that time? The test was a necessity because you don't want the wrong people to do that test. It's almost like a lordship. Not like a lordship like Jesus or nothing, but like a something like for the earth atmosphere. Like it's like you want to choose this person. And like I said, Barabbas and Jesus. You put Barabbas and Jesus, not like Jesus now, but I like utilizing that. You put Barabbas and Jesus here. I'm gonna choose Jesus to be the lordship of the earth, of the air, of something. Well, the weather balances out when you do that. In this case, everybody chose Barabbas and kept doing it. And their excuses was the size. Not understanding now the fact of all the black magic, the box, the relics, and they still was doing that. Wouldn't you think the enemy stole the box if they unalived the right person? See, I don't know if y'all understand unalive, but when you unalive somebody, you ain't got to steal nothing no more. You can just take it from them, and ain't nothing they can do about it. They better not call law, lock them up. So that's what we dealing with. So it put me in a situation where I had to depend on faith and just stay with God and hope this stuff pan out, somebody come through and clean this stuff up and make things right. I don't know about the camera lawsuit thing. Maybe that camera was helping me and somebody sued the cameras and regretted they did that. And now they can't watch me? That would have been stupid. Yeah, that was very stupid. You must have had that gene inside of you. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that part. I don't know what that is. I just heard that a while ago. But yeah, so it's like and I heard this person, they said I think they came together and they did this. I wish we never did this. They disrupted guidance. So like the guidance that I was getting for the test, the guidance that I was getting, because these people didn't give me, these people know the instructions of the test, but they wasn't planning on giving it to me because they sacrificed me, whoever that may be. It could have been a system, it could have been a covenant, it could have been an organization, Farmer Born, it could have been anybody. So it could have been some pretty big people that was able to make it happen. You know, or it could have been somebody as simple as family. But I don't know who did it. But so I got guidance through the Astro because they cut me off from the world. So they were supposed to physically give me instructions to do all this, and they didn't do it because they planned to unalignment. They did that. So they didn't have to give me no instruction. So they try to go around God again. Somebody keep playing God and making things worse and worse and worse. So go out and feel the heat. The sun feel like radiation heat. Yeah, the day look pretty. Somebody try to balance it out. And this time, it ain't just my people doing it. It's other nationalities involved now, big time. And it's a little racism too, big time. But it's like they trying to utilize something. I don't know what they're trying to utilize, and I'd rather not speak on it because it might have something to do with kids, hell. Or they desperate. But anyway, but I don't know what's really going on. But anyway, so they blocked my guidance. All right, now let's say I'm gonna be real with you. I gotta be real about it. And I hated to do this. When they blocked my guidance, it's like the last few guidance that I was getting was messages from YouTube. And they was kind of in perfect synchronicity with the messages that I was getting from nature as well at the time. But then eventually they started fading out, which is not good, ever good. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get guidance like that. It's dangerous. But at that time, it was pretty useful. And let's say one was saying, don't do it. Another one say, do it. Let's just make it simple. The problem is everybody with somebody I know. Maybe. Everybody got a family member of mine, and they are still the same people that put me in this situation. So now who can you trust? Nobody. So now what guys did they mess up? They went above and beyond, trust me. So let's say I get all the way down to my natural nature guidance. Block that out too. They would have had to use a flame or a twin to do that. They probably wouldn't even know it. The only way they would have been able to do that to a flame or a twin is probably, we already know, you know. If they didn't know, you know the way they would have had to do it in order for them not to know. So they basically made me put myself in timeout, sit it out. And they proud and happy about it. Yeah, we sit him out, but you ain't getting it. You getting the money, you ain't you ain't checking the atmosphere though. Y'all looking good, but your atmosphere is bad. That's what we trying to tell everybody. Y'all had somebody of weather, of nature involved in y'all. Somehow I think y'all removed that person. You better go back and get them, so they can tell you what I'm trying to tell you. Because something ain't right with the energy. It's like y'all figured out a way to continue to get the money, but you still ain't paying attention to the atmosphere. Don't get me wrong, God working on it. Don't get me wrong. Now, what's messing me up now? Denial, doubt. Why? Because the clouds. You put me in a situation where I can barely hear God now. I'm hearing a lot of frequencies, including God, but it used to be where I just hear God's frequency mostly. You blocked it, and you probably was a twin of flame and did that craziness. I keep telling y'all, it's the science in it. If you do magic on me and you're a twin or a flame, listen to me carefully. Quit acting like you can get another dollar already. If you're a twin or a flame, you are cut from the same cloth as me. If you do magic on me, you're going to do it to yourself. I know, because some of y'all going crazy secretly, complaining about the noise. I don't have that problem anymore. Because I had to sit myself down in my own purpose. And that really pissed me off. Damn, y'all stole everything, took the money, took the lover, took it all, and even turned around and stole Providence. How is a demon gonna guide us right? Let me get out my feeling, boy. I swear to God, y'all came. I ain't never in my life thought I'd see the day where somebody want to take somebody out their own purpose. Only a narcissist would hate the relationship a person one got with God itself. So I had no choice but to sit myself down and losing energy, losing this, losing that, losing this. Who cares? Don't nobody care about that. It's like mostly physical stuff, not like energy and the other. It's physical stuff, which they gonna take anyway if you don't do their little test for them regardless, because they got a destiny swap. They gotta make their clones already. Forget the earth. We got a clone. So, anyway, let me get out of my emotion. So, back to this guidance that the guidance that they blocked off was vitally important. Finally, after this particular people or this person stopped, they want to stop now. Because they realize, how the hell we going to put that back? That's what I'm saying. It's like telling air to stop so everybody can stop breathing. And you found a magic spell to make sure air don't move no more and air don't produce no more. And you just didn't realize that you need to figure out how you need to put air back. That's why I said now I'm starting to realize what's going to take 3 lifetimes. So let's say the information that I did get from YouTube, which was useful, I ain't gonna lie. But these people could easily be on the enemy side. Why and how? Because it's an experiment going on. It's a test going on that's important for the heir of a throne, for inheritance. You give the enemy a chance to win that seat. Okay, now how is that gonna affect everybody? It's gonna affect our atmosphere. Because you took the one that was chosen to balance the atmosphere so that we could live comfortably in this atmosphere, and you gave it to somebody who can't balance their own internal atmosphere. Y'all went too far. I know, because some of y'all crying, some of y'all hurt, white and black. It don't matter who you are. The ones that kept doing it, especially the drug addicts. And I think you finally stopped doing drugs after you damaged to the core. I told y'all, listen to your bodies. Listen to nature. It'll tell you when to stop. They went above and beyond to stop me. Just on going for $1. They didn't care about the water. It's all about the dollar. They didn't care about the air. It's all about the dollar. They didn't care about the heat. It's all about the dollar. They didn't care about the atmosphere. It's all about the dollar. They don't care about souls. It's all about the dollar. Remind me of addicts that's always trying to make somebody else an addict because they lost their money to continue to be an addict. In order for them to continue to be an addict, they got to go and make another addict and make sure they be friends with the new addict. So that way they can make sure that addict can help them continue to be an addict. Ongoing. Cycles and repetitions. And I got to block my phone out because somebody drinking my phone. Just drinking it. These water phones out here, somebody just drinking the phone. Somebody put metal in water too. I don't know if it's supposed to help or hurt somebody, but somebody doing that too. So, it's like I had to sit down. Somebody out there just said, yeah, we had to get ready to sit. If you the same 13 that been in my energy attacking me in a way, I don't even know why you still in it. You ain't gonna help nobody. You still sitting there waiting on a test. So am I. I'm waiting for the guidance and the instructions to it. I ought to go in there and do it now and continue to do it to the day I die and just ruin everybody's shit. Because it look like when I do it, yeah, I don't get nothing, but a lot of y'all ain't getting nothing either. It look like it give the energy to a whole nother energy because somebody destiny swapped so good to where they picked the line of people for everybody to get if I did it. And it ain't nobody that need to get it. Somebody hated me. They didn't care about the fact that they didn't have no money. They didn't care about the fact that they needed a family, or had a family, or wanted a family, or none of that. Somebody just hated me. Somebody's main focal point was to attack me, and that was it. And once they got me to where they wanted me, they stopped. Damn near ended the world. And then when they did that for whoever they did that for, they left them alone. They don't even want to be around them. That's why I say quit helping people, bro. This is a prime example of when you help people who don't deserve it. Instead of helping those who show love to you, you help those who hate you. And you finally succeed at giving them all the help that you could possibly give them. And then you realize finally that they really truly hate you. And now you come to your senses and say, I ain't gonna deal with that person because they hate me. Well, you done ruined everybody's life now, including your own. It took that long. So that was the guidance that I be talking about. It's the providence. Somebody just kept going. It would have been a flame or a twin. It had to been one of y'all. For a fact. You would have had to literally participate in it yourself. Blood rituals ain't no different from sex rituals. What you think the fractions for?